All right, guys, we are back. We got Tam versus Ellen. And on the other table, we got Khan versus Stephanie. We missed the first two games on the right-hand table. They started pretty quick. And these will for sure be the last matches of the night. So we got Tam at the table on the left. We got Stephanie at the table on the right. Yeah, Kevin might have time to come down and catch the last matches of the night here. She jumped over that ball and swished it in the corner. I should have clarified, Brian. This is Ben Francis on the mic right now. Grant just went to take a little walk around the room, let the legs stretch a bit. We've been sitting for the better part of 11 hours now today, so the legs are getting a little numb. But Grant will be back fairly shortly. Until then, you guys are stuck with me. Hey, Brian. Thank you for sharing, Brian. For everyone else out there, if you guys click that share button on the bottom left of your screen, that would be greatly appreciated. See if we can get these numbers up for the last match of the night here for these fine ladies. And I'm going to go out on a limb and predict the match on the left-hand table is going to go hill. I think the match on the right-hand table should be fairly close as well. And it is happening in here. This is a busy place. We're at Bullshooters in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the NAPT Division II Championship. Grant is back from his little leg stretch there.
Indeed, had to check the weather. Ben's made himself a lazy boy out of the chairs.
I had to put my legs up.
I gotta say, I'm a little jealous.
Peanut butter and jealous?
Peanut butter and jealous. Double J jealous.
Oh, good shot by Stephanie. If she was going to miss that ball, she missed it on the right side of the pocket.
Indeed, Miss Pro Side.
The pro side is what we call that. We got the math professor on the left-hand table, Ellen, the table right now.
A real-life genius.
A real-life genius.
Alive and in living color.
And she's no joke. She made a two-rail kick yesterday that was definitely trigonometry involved.
Absolutely. That seemed to skid a little bit, that 9-ball.
It did skid. Good speed, though. Good speed on the cue ball.
Yeah. Brings Stephanie to the table, sporting the jam-up shirt.
She's got a nice jam-up shirt there.
She does. Very reminiscent of our Alberta Cup shirts.
It's going to be easy to cheer for this girl.
It really is. She's even got the right name. Three rail.
This is going to be close.
She gets to the end. Not bad.
Yeah,
from the live stream, looks like it's really cuttable, but when you're looking down that in real life, That is no easy task to cut that in. She's going to have to draw it up with a fine tip Sharpie.
I think you got to bank it. I don't even think you can cut it. Ah, she proved me wrong in a hurry.
She sure did. Fine tip Sharpied it.
She made that look a lot easier than it was.
She made that look real easy.
2-1 can. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Con?
Can. Somewhere along those lines. I think we're close either way. One rail kick from Ellen here. Let's see if she can figure out the math to this shot.
You bet, guys. If you are just tuning in, help us out. Smash that share button. The more the merrier. Last match of the evening.
What is she measuring here? I gotta know. I gotta know.
Yeah, she is doing some trigonometry.
I love it. I love it. She's gonna go to the second rail here, I think.
Jen, your food is ready.
Yeah,
Wow.
only perfect.
Jen, your food is ready.
Wow.
That is
That
just
girl
too
gotta
good.
show me some of them tricks.
Yeah, I think I need a lesson.
Right?
I need a lesson on how to aim up those shots because she makes it look so easy.
Oh, she made that 2-rail kick yesterday and buried it. Nothing
Unbelievable.
but net side pocket.
Well, she made it look like she knew it was going to go in, too.
Yeah, right? You think you got me with a 2-rail hook? Watch this, she says.
Well, that was an impressive effort by Tam there. She had the right idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Use
Thought
the 7 to
process was
stop.
good.
Your food is ready.
Yeah, the thought process was near perfect. Use the 7 to stop the 5. She wanted to be behind the 7, though. She underhit it a little.
Oh, Khan's not going to like the shot she has here. She can definitely see the 2, but she is bridging over top of that 4-ball. And how do you get the shape to the 3-9? Straight back up table.
Split the window between the 7-4.
You got it.
Oh, Ellen put a great stroke on that 5. Little unlucky to crash into
Look
the balls.
outside pocket. Wow.
Well, how does it go in at that angle, at that speed?
Right?
How big is that side pocket?
That might be a 4.5 pocket.
That's a giant pocket from that angle. I don't know why the cue ball always goes in from that angle, but
I know.
but it really shouldn't.
does. Every time.
It really shouldn't. So a little 3-9 combo to square it up at 2.
3-9 action.
Ellen's got the extension, the screw-in extension for the back of her cue there, so she can reach this.
Oh, 3-9 rattled and gets safe.
Junior jelly roll. Look at this
Junior
shot.
Jelly. Look
How
at
good
that.
did she hit that?
Only just about perfect.
That was a fantastic shot she played there.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. She's going rail first onto the 3. Does she have enough room back there? She sure does.
That's a great shot she played there.
That is a really nice touch.
Dropped a little knowledge on us there to leave that safe as well. It's a really good shot. Yeah, exactly, Gail.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You and me both.
Yeah, you and 90% of the population would have the same look.
Yeah. You did what?
Tam's getting safe here. Look at this.
It is, yeah. Nice shot. So let's see if she can figure out the 1-rail kick. I know she's got the 2 rails down. She got the 3 rails down.
I think she can see the edge of this ball. She's eyeing it up like she can see the edge. So she's just going to try to push it down table and use the 9 or the 8 to cover.
The Jackalope Hunter has now joined the live stream. Welcome to it, Mr. Walker.
Is she eyeing up a 2-rail kick here again?
Come on, no way.
She says, why not? I kicked 2 rails so good. Why would I kick 1 rail? Doesn't even make sense. The 1 rail is the shot here, though.
1 rail is totally the shot. Look at this girl go. She's going for the 2 rail. 2 rail kick the 6 to the side.
Of course she hit it perfect.
Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me.
Of course she hit it near perfect. Impressive. I am extremely
That's it.
impressed.
Sign me up. How much you charge for lessons over there?
Yeah, just take my money. Just take my
Wow.
wallet.
The 1 rail kick is on 99.9%. I would have played the 1 rail.
Absolutely.
And she says, no, no, no. Let me show you how this is done.
The 2-rail is the shot.
You see, you take this fine tip Sharpie and you do it this way.
Oh, and she played the 2-rail because she was getting shape on the 7. She had full intentions of pocketing that ball.
That's so impressive.
She could have 1-rail kicked it, but she's not getting any shape, so she said 2 rails will do. Casey can be Mrs. Jackalope Punter.
Absolutely. If you are Mr. Jackalope Hunter, that would automatically make her Mrs. Jackalope Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, how good is that rub? How good is that rub?
It's pretty good, Ben.
I think she could see the right side of this 5, but I don't know if it's really worth going for. I think you got to kick this and try to pocket it in the top left. Well, she forgot to measure the angle that time because she sent the cue ball straight in the side pocket.
She got the pocket angle down.
Just didn't get the intended juice to avoid the scratch is all.
Bet. Mr. Orzel, how are you, sir?
Didn't miss that by much. That was a good effort.
Not at all.
She's kind of put the 8 in a little bit of a funny spot here, blocking the top left for the 7.
Yeah, it kind of limits the options with the 7 ball.
6 to the 7 is going to be a little trickier than it was before.
And I like what she's doing there. Angles up on the short angle cut.
I feel like I'd rather have the other angle, but
I don't mind that short angle. That's natural shape 2 rails out with that short angle.
yeah, you're going to have to do that, Alex. That's about the only way we believe you. Even then.
Even then. Mr. Ryan Pittman, how are you? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Look out, side pocket. Seriously, that side pocket's like a bucket.
Sides are gigantic.
It's got a magnet. It's got to have a magnet.
Might have been the only reason I wouldn't have played it towards that angle, but it's all a matter of feel, which angle you like better.
Absolutely.
I sort of like the angle into the rail. Just a matter of feel there.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. If you are just tuning in, guys, help us out. Smash that share button. Let's get some viewers in.
See if we can get it up over 200 for this last match of the night.
Absolutely. They deserve it. These ladies are playing their hearts out.
So why is she going 1 rail here? Why does she not go 2 rails here? I'm very confused.
Me too.
I feel like she could go 2 rails here and make this like 99 times out of 100. Good shot.
A valiant effort for sure.
Tam's got a good look at cutting this ball in. She's just got to figure out where she wants to be on the 8.
Steph hit that really well. Maybe overrun a little bit, but I think that's just the playability of the tables. They are running slick.
I didn't see how Khan missed the 6 from ball in hand. She rattled it. So you don't see that too often where Stephanie had ball in hand, gave Can ball in hand.
Tam rattled the 6 ball.
Can rattled the 6, yeah. Tam's on the other table. I can see how you can make that.
Yes.
Make that mistake.
It's late.
It is super late.
We've only been going at this since 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, we're running on 11 hours now, and I think we're going to be here for the full 12.
I think so too. Shared in Round Rock, Texas. Thanks very much, Dylan. Much appreciated.
All right, 2-2.
Sharon, you're having the same problem I am right now. My focus requires more focus. The eyes are getting a little bit heavy. Nice little roll-in shot from Tam.
Tam with the first game on the board over there.
Draws first blood.
You guys, if you're not already in on this CSL Viewer Advantage pack. $20 per pack gets you a draw into the Jacoby Custom Q giveaway.
Beautiful, beautiful cue. Those pictures don't do it any justice at all. That cue valued $895 USD.
So if you're inside Canada, you can send it through email transfer, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're outside Canada, unfortunately, you'll have to send it to our GoFundMe page right now until we get our PayPal figured out again. So if you go
Which is easy enough to do.
If you go to GoFundMe, you can search up Q Sports Live. You'll find it
right
there.
up. Yeah. So Con at the table. Nice little shot on the 1 ball. 2 to the 4. This will require a stroke.
Definite big stroke required here.
Look outside pocket.
How big are these side pockets?
Monsters.
They're gigantic.
They are eating them up like Skittles.
Yeah, the sides are eating them alive. Keep showing the cues in case he might kill you. Thanks, Gwen, for sharing in Oklahoma.
Alex, I got the answer for you, my brother. Blame it on the jackalope.
Yeah, it's got to be the jackalope's fault.
Jackalope did it.
It wasn't me. It was the
No.
jackalope that bought the CSL Viewer Advantage pack.
Right? Little bugger stole my card, and there it is. So the rare time I've seen Ellen actually stab a ball.
She didn't smooth that one.
Although, these ladies have been playing since 10 o'clock this morning. Maybe a little fatigue setting in.
I feel like they're probably more worn out than we are because they've been wandering around the table.
Shared in Oklahoma. Thanks, Gwen.
Well, Stephanie had safety intention on the mind there.
Indeed.
Didn't execute it the way she planned, but nonetheless has not sold out.
No, that is really close to the work.
Dang, jackalopes.
Right?
Feed those side pockets a sandwich so they stop eating the cue ball.
Right?
I like it, Ted. What's happening, Steve?
And for anybody that is new, the voices you are hearing, it is myself. My name is Grant, sitting beside the one and only Ben Franchise Francis. We do sound very similar on the live stream, so we've been told. So it is not doubles of the voice that you're hearing, and another side scratch on that table.
What is going on over there?
That table is hungry.
That's the sides are starving.
That is crazy.
Thanks for sharing, Jim in Illinois.
Indeed. And thanks for tuning in from Nebraska, Jeff.
Pretty good look for Stephanie to take a lead here.
Absolutely.
The only tough ball I see is maybe the 8 to the 9 because you can't really get straight on the 8. So you're going to have a little angle on the 8 and you're going to need to hold the cue ball or send it up and down. But
does she have the angle here to come underneath and pump the 9 off the rail? Send the cue ball just underneath the 9 ball with some left-hand spin. Might be a little flirtatious.
With some right-hand spin maybe. Yeah, I don't know if that was an option. I think she didn't quite have the angle there, but I like where you were going with that.
Yeah, just a little tickle of a shot.
What's up, West Watt? Thanks for sharing in Arkansas.
Indeed.
Thanks, Brian, for sharing in South Dakota.
And what's up, West? What's going on in Arkansas?
Oh, you know we missed you, Millie. You know it.
Of course we missed you. Oh, she tried to do the intentional safety there. She tried to get in behind the 9 ball.
I don't mind the play.
A little bit tough to hold for the 9, so she says, okay, I'll just put you in behind.
In worst case, you leave it like this, where tough to
Yeah.
get all the way back down for the 9.
Well, you got to put a stroke.
This is in the side pocket.
Whoa, thank you, 8 ball.
Sure. Side pockets will eat the cue ball alive, but the minute you try to send an object ball in there, it says, no thanks.
Yep.
I'm not hungry for an object ball.
No, cue balls only.
Food is ready.
It's like a little fatigue setting in on Ellen over there because she has jabbed at a couple balls now.
Oh, look at that.
The
nice
latest addition.
little plug.
Oh, she's a hell of a player, Bob.
Yeah,
You've been paying attention. She's a good one. She's one heck of a player, and I
She
think
is.
you'll be hearing her name in these tournaments in the near future.
I would have to agree. The next up and comer.
Shot by Khan there. Nice and straight on the 9, nice and close. Gonna take a 3-2 lead here.
And congratulations to Teresa for becoming the newest member of the SS360 Club. Amazing shafts, guys. That is the same shaft that all of us here at Q Sports Live, we are all using. Ben Francis, myself, Ryan Epp,
John, your food is ready.
I know Stephen Holem has one too,
Stephen Halem.
but he has switched to the Revo, so
He did, yeah.
he's gonna.
You can blame that on Jeff Wanless for being the nice guy in Edmonton. Played in, that was during the Alberta Cup, and Stephen had replaced the tip on his cue right before the Alberta Cup.
Genius move.
Yeah, right. That's a rookie move.
That's super rookie move, yeah.
Ended up that he didn't like it, so he borrowed Jeff Wanless, who is the manager at Top Shots, borrowed his cue, happened to be a Revo shaft, and fell in love with it. Ryan Pittman also has the SS360.
He likes it. It's hard not to.
It hits good. I was the last convert of CSL. But alas, I am converted.
Try a break over there, but that 4-ball got in the game. 4-ball's been big today.
Yeah, I kind of told him, Clark, that he should wait because I think he's really going to like that Jacoby Black. That's an Alex move. What's the main difference in the turtle rack and the magic rack? The design. So you'll see when they rack the balls, the turtle rack has a round design to it. And the claim of the turtle rack, it's made by Mez, is that when you break the balls, there are less chances that you're going to have a ball stuck on the rack compared to any other rack out there. And I can tell you, this is the 5th NAPT event that Q Sports Live has covered. They are the official rack sponsor of the NAPT. And from everything that we've seen, that claim holds 100% true. You know it, Clark. Hopefully we will have those within the next week or so. And by all means, when we have those, come up, take them for a test drive. How much do you think the Jacoby Black is going to compare to the Revo? I can tell you, Colton, I have tried the Jacoby Black. I have tried the Revo. There is no comparison. Jacoby Black all day long. Beautiful. Considering a big move to Calgary. Look at Millie. Gonna need a team addicted to Q Sports Live. I think most are addicted to Q Sports Live. It's kind of a fun program.
Super easy to find a team, Millie. There are so many teams in Calgary just begging for a good player.
Calgary is a hotbed of pool players. We are very, very blessed in Calgary. Two of the best halls. Lots of diamond tables. Well, I can tell you, Clark, with hitting with that Jacoby Black, with just the taper on it, it comes to a tip size of 12.3 mil, which is right up my alley. I absolutely love the way it hits. I like the way that it feels. It feels like a normal shaft, a normal playing cue. When I hit with the Revo, not to say that it doesn't hit good, it does hit good. But to me, it feels like I'm playing with a 2x4. It's just too thick for me.
It's been known to be a little sticky.
Yeah.
And I've heard that the Jacoby is not at all. Oh, great shot by Can there. How good was that? Super thin, that ball.
You bet.
Stephanie gives her a little pat on the knee, show of respect.
So there you go. Steve has both the Magic Rack and the Turtle Rack. Turtle Rack is way better, and I would agree.
Hidden spot is a great place to be. You got to check out the leather pocket next time you're in town, Ryan.
I think they did go down to the leather pocket.
Did they?
Yeah, and so the difference between the leather pocket in Calgary and the hidden spot in Calgary, hidden spot is more of an upscale pool hall, where leather pocket is more of a traditional type of pool hall.
Just strictly pool.
All pool.
Which is nice. That's what I love most about it. It's just very strictly pool.
I agree.
Classic pool room is
You
what
bet.
it is. Tables are great at both places, though.
Absolutely.
Anytime you can get 8 or 10 diamonds in a place,
Look at that kick
it's
shot.
going to be enjoyable.
Really close from Tam there.
Good effort there from Tam. Overcut. How do you overcut that ball?
No doubt. Overcut into safe.
I think we'll see Stephanie cut this ball in. She's got to avoid some traffic to get on the 4, though.
Martin is checking in from Boise, Idaho. Welcome to the live stream.
Boise.
Good old Boise, Idaho. And guys, like I've mentioned before, if you are just tuning in, help us out and smash that share button. Let's see if we can get it up to 200. That's the goal. These ladies deserve it. They are playing extremely well. What a cut. And shoves the 8.
Speaking of which.
Right? Shoves the 8 just a little closer to the pocket.
Great shot by Ellen there. Really good shot.
Con, there we go.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Nothing worse than mispronouncing names, you know?
Teresa is checking in from her break at work.
Well, you keep picking up sponsors like Bob Danielson, Teresa, and you won't be working too much longer with lunch breaks.
That will help out your scene, though, Bob. So we'll see if Ellen can tie it up here, stroking in this 9 ball to put it at a tie ball game.
Yeah, should be noted there is incredible room in Red Deer, Alberta as well, full of diamond tables.
Yeah, the corner pocket.
Owned by a fantastic pool player and a CSI sanctioned ref, Lauren Brooks, big supporter of pool.
Puts it in the heart.
Don't get your hopes up, Alex. Don't get your hopes up. I would start with just winning a game.
Yeah, it's
Baby
a
steps.
Jacoby Blackshaft, not a miracle worker.
Baby steps, one game at a time. Just very calculated player, Dylan. That's absolutely correct.
100%.
Which you have to be in this game.
And being a math genius doesn't hurt.
I would expect her to be calculated.
Absolutely. She's a math professor. That will never hurt your game.
So if I'm Stephanie, I think I'm getting a ref on this shot, to be honest.
Yeah, he has won one game.
Did you win a game? Yeah, I think maybe you won a game. Oh, it was when we played for a beer. I think he almost beat me. Like, we played like a race to 3 for a beer, and he was on the hill first or something, up 2-1.
There you go. Steve looking for some potential Ben Francis lessons.
Jim, that is hilarious. That's about the only way Alex is beating me, if he hits me over the head with the Jacoby Black.
It can be used as a weapon. It is carbon fiber.
Steve, actually, my schedule is pretty open for a couple weeks, at least during the week. My weekends are fairly jam-packed, but
The only thing that Ben has to make sure of is he's available for CCS Niagara Falls.
absolutely. So shoot me a message, Steve. We'll work something out. You want some Ben Francis license?
License?
Lessons. There you go. I knew what you meant. I was just bugging you.
Look at this shot here that Steph's going to have to pull. She's going to have to put a stroke on this 7 ball.
See what that Revo can do. Looks like she's got the 12.9 because that's a pretty hefty shaft.
Look outside pocket.
It's a good shot.
That is a great shot.
Nothing wrong with that. A little respect from Con there, too, with the finger snap. I like it.
Indeed.
I like it.
And Steve, I think you're making the right move.
Yeah, me and Steve spent an hour about a month or two ago. He loves the game.
Absolutely. Money well invested when you're dealing with Mr. Francis.
Oh, for sure. And my prices are so reasonable. You can never go wrong.
It's almost like stealing that information.
It is. It is.
A wealth of knowledge, I must say.
Next time you're in town, Ryan, that is a possibility. Just got to catch me at the right time.
That was a really well struck ball by Ellen on the left-hand table there.
Looks like she might have caught her second wind here.
I think so.
Con with the soft cut. Very nice.
Really nicely executed.
Mechanical bridge for a 4-2 lead.
Not Christmas. Yeah. There you go. Martin charges whatever per game for lessons.
Well, that can be negotiated as well, Martin.
Absolutely. There's probably a few guys that would mix it up. You could pick any member of Ben's team to mix it up with you, Martin.
Oh, yeah. We enjoy playing pool games for money.
Yes.
All right, looks like Stephanie's going to take a quick break there. Try to compose herself before Con runs away with this match.
Yeah, it was an odd miss from her on that last shot that she attempted there, and I think it's more the fatigue that's starting to set in. Nicely done.
Teresa, you can be on my Scotch doubles team. Consisting of you and I.
Oh, Martin says yes.
Thanks for the plug there, Clark. Appreciate it. when I spent a couple hours with Clark, I also told him to go to a couple other good players in Calgary.
I would agree with that.
Get a little knowledge from everyone. I appreciate that, Alex. And Steve, I definitely appreciate that too. You guys are the best. You got the best fans.
Look at that.
There's not an echo in here.
There is not. You gotta stay out of my head, Ben.
Well, we got the same voice, so you can't even tell we're both talking at
I
the
know,
same
right?
time.
Is there an echo in here?
You're not Scotch, though, Teresa. I'll teach you to be Scotch. But yeah, if you ever move your butt down to Calgary, then of course I need a good Scotch partner.
And what he meant to say there is move your butt up to Calgary.
Up, yeah, not down.
Not down.
Down didn't make any sense.
No.
But you're going to have to get in line because Grant's wife, Stephanie, is currently my Scotch partner. We're going to snap off ENEA this year.
Yeah, you are.
And then I feel like it's going to be a while before I pick up a different Scotch partner.
I would agree, Sean. But again, I think that's it's fatigue setting in, because when you watched her kind of throughout the day, she was squared up no matter what she was doing. She was playing really well.
Definitely maybe a little fatigue setting in. Martin, if I'm ever in Boise, I shall contact you, sir. We shall mix it up.
Indeed.
But the odds of me being in Boise are pretty much slim to none. I think we'll drive through there on the way to Vegas.
We do drive through there on the way to Vegas.
You never know. Maybe we'll make a pit stop on the way back.
We could make a pit stop. Tam puts it in the heart to take a 2-1 lead over Ellen.
Seems like as good a time as any for me to run to the washroom, so I'll be back in a couple minutes here, guys. I'll leave you with Grant until then.
Absolutely. I'm going to throw up one of our newer sponsors to Q Sports Live, Jacoby Custom Cues. If you haven't done so already, go there as well. Smash their like button. Go check them out on their website. A lot of good stuff on their website. Cues, they have some JB cases. Really, really, really good products on Jacoby. I'm sure my wife would have played, but she was up on the podium and put in a ton of hours at WCVNEA. She really worked hard there. David Harding, the weather is perfect. Everybody here says it's cold, and I'm going, we left Calgary on Thursday morning at -26, coming to +9. It was soggy. I'm not going to lie. It was soggy when we got here, soggy yesterday, but the sun came out today, and it was absolutely beautiful today. We will be heading down to Vegas for ACS. We'll be bringing you all the action there. Nice stroke from Ellen to bury that one ball. Nice hit and a stick for the two, same pocket. When she puts the two in, a little bit of right-hand spin on the cue ball, off one rail. And right about where her cue is, just before the side pocket for the 3 ball. I believe Steph is watching, Ryan. Or she was. I don't know if she's tuned back in yet or not, but if she's not, I will definitely let her know. So not exactly where she intended, but this will work. She's got the 3 to the bottom left. Nice little follow-through shot. Wants to get just beyond that 8 ball. Take the 8 out of the equation. I kind of heard it was going to be minus 40 there tomorrow, so I'm glad we're not coming home till Monday. And even then, I'm not leaving the airport. I have a 3-hour layover. I'm back on a plane and then flying back out to Penticton, BC for the CCS BC Championships. We'll bring you all that action starting, I believe, on Tuesday. if you're going to make her goodies, Ryan, you got to make sure she gets them. If I get them, she doesn't get them. So a little bit out of shape here from Ellen. Just missed. I was looking down the barrel at that corner pocket, and she just skinned that 7 ball. Otherwise, a really, really nice effort. However, she has left it tough for Tam. She's got to put a stroke on this ball. Oh, just outside. That tickled the pocket, and the pocket spit it back out. All in all, not a bad attempt. She has left the 4 ball behind that 9 ball. Ellen looking at the kick behind. I'll go back to the split screen here, guys. We do have Con and Stephanie battling it out as well. On the right-hand table, Con is shooting the 4 ball, shaping up the 5 ball, 1 rail back out middle table. Really well done, nicely executed. Looking down the barrel of a 5-9 combination. A nice little thin hit from Ellen there. Does she get the nice little jelly roll behind the 8? It's looking like it. Con with a chance to go up 5-2 and puts it in the heart. Absolutely, David. So it is Grant on the mic. Benny Franchise Francis ran off. So for those that don't know which voice is which, this is me. I honestly can't understand how we sound that similar, but we have been told far too many times that indeed we sound a lot alike on a microphone. Ellen looking to just thin this 4 ball, push it behind the 7. That will also work. That will also work. And she's left that cue ball right on the rail, so no choice but to go forward on this shot. Tickle the 4 ball behind the 7, perfectly executed. Doesn't sell out, so Ellen does have the 4 ball. She does get to see it, but really not a good save here. She's gonna have to just thin the top of that 4, try to go off the side rail, hide behind the 7 ball, send the cue ball up table. Maybe be able to use the 9 ball, but I think if she's gonna just skin the top, I don't think 9 ball is on unless she goes 2 rails across. Instead uses the 8 ball. Really well done. That does leave the end rail kick for Tam to hit this 4-ball. Calls in a ref on herself. It's one of the things I've been really, really impressed with this weekend is the sportsmanship of these ladies. Tam didn't waste any time at all calling a ref on herself. She knew it'll be a close hit. Sounds good, David. So really nice hit from Tam there. Left the 4-ball just past that side pocket. And I'm pretty sure that she can put this 4 to the top right-hand pocket, but how do you get to the 5-ball? I don't know if she can draw on this 4. I might have to play the safe here. Oh, wow. One Valley Panther with Pro Cut Ridgeback rails, 860 cloth. Martin, let me tell you, send us a friend request on Facebook. Search for myself. My name is Grant Zemp. ZEMP is my last name. When you search me, I'll have a heart that says I love pool. And Ben Francis. I'm not sure what your profile picture is. He just sat down.
I got a picture of me and Hui.
You and Hui, there we go. Oh, that's right. You and Barry Hui sitting at the Western Canadians.
And I think since we're in the U.S., it's not Z.
Oh,
it's Z.
Z. Right. Right.
They were probably confused when you said Z.
Z. Yeah.
All right. Can with the dart jump. Con.
Going airtime.
Great hit. Great.
Yeah, well done.
Hit, but did not get any reward.
Well, that two, I think, just goes by that 3. I don't think she's got full pocket. Does she? You're looking down the barrel at
She's
it.
got about 3/4 of it, maybe half, but plenty of room. There you go, Mr. Martin Taylor.
There you go.
Clark's pointing you in the right direction. Oh, great bank by Ellen on the other table. Somebody's up 2-1. It's Tam. Ellen's going to look at squaring this up at 2.
Wow. How does that 2 not drop for Con there?
Just the speed was wrong. The cut angle was fine. A little bit harder, it would have stayed straight down the rail. Just soft enough to catch that little bit of bounce and hit the horn.
A little bit of draw out of Ellen here on the left-hand table. Squirt over for the 7-ball.
Oh,
And, of course, that's only perfect.
Stephanie got the best of that after mishitting that 2. She drew into the 4, pocketed the 4, just squeezed around the 8 to get a look at the 3.
Sounds like somebody here has a DJ voice.
I feel like that guy needs to be on the mic.
He needs to be a DJ for sure.
That was pretty good. That's a good shot. Use the 7 to stop the cue ball, and a nice little angle on the 5 where she can draw and play the 6 on the same side.
Little bit of a junior jelly roll there.
That might have been the definition of junior jelly roll.
Junior jelly roll.
It wasn't a full jelly roll.
No,
it
just
was a junior. Yeah.
So we are last match of the evening here, guys. This is our final broadcast of the day. We will be back tomorrow morning starting at 10 a.m. Another little junior jelly roll.
That was more of a full jelly roll, that one, because she got perfect.
She did get perfect, but still just a little rub.
That guy is really loud.
That guy has a very loud voice.
She's looking at that angle. I would rather have the other angle, but I don't know if that's really an option.
Can you just push through this and miss the 9? Just come off this end rail?
Yeah, she'll definitely miss the 9 here.
Oh, look outside pocket.
Yeah.
They've been gobbling up cue balls all day.
I think they're full up.
They might be full, but the horn came into play, straightened that shot out, and it ran down the rail. She's on the beach on the wrong angle.
The only way to get on the 9 here is to jack
You
way
have
up.
to. Yeah.
And that makes for a super tough shot.
It really does. Ellen ties it up over on the left-hand side. Tie ball game.
I did predict that that match would be very close.
It is going to be a close one. And I think with Stephanie, where she's at, like you said, you just got to go for this, right? Punch it in the heart.
Tough shot. Tough
Really
to
tough
pocket
shot,
the ball
yeah.
like that.
Especially on the rail, jacked up.
Well, she's in big trouble now. I think she's going to
Absolutely.
be down 6-2.
6-2 would be the prediction. Nice little soft roll.
It's a good shot. Not easy from that distance.
No, you're shooting from downtown there.
(6-2) Con on the hill first. Uphill battle for Stephanie now.
Indeed, and I don't think it's that she's played bad. Missed
No.
a few, key shots and key position shots more.
Side pocket ate her alive a couple times.
Absolutely.
It sort of did there. The horn on the side pocket ate her
Yeah,
alive.
the horn kind of interfered with the natural path of that cue ball.
Anywhere but frozen on the rail, she says.
Yeah.
I think the ladies on the other table have taken a quick break, so we'll leave you on this single screen view until they return. Let's watch the 5-ball here.
Indeed. 5-ball and 1-ball?
1-ball only.
1-ball's in.
Is she getting a look at the 2?
She's getting a look at the 2. 6-ball drops as well. However, that 4-ball is going to come into play here.
Definitely the 4-ball is in her way. And the 3 does not have a pocket in the lower left.
Yeah.
She's got to put a big stroke on this ball, come around and get below the 3 somehow.
Are you going forward?
I may have been more inclined to hit the right side of that and play safe.
I was kind of looking at it going, do you bank that shot in? Bank with some draw.
Yeah, that might have been a better play, but up 6-2, I don't mind what she did there.
Well, she's definitely afforded herself some wiggle room as far as taking a higher or a lower percentage shot. They are just on a break. As soon as they are back, we'll switch that over. Looks like they are back now.
Just racking it up. Looks like they got it where they want it. So Ellen to break, tied 2-2.
Ooh, Steph misses but comes out on the better side of that.
Looks like Martin agreed with the safe first, might have been the play.
Your food is ready at the bar. Good. And Nick.
Well, and I'm going to try to stay away from absolutes. There's always options, always a couple of different shots. And I think that's what Ben and I try to do. More or less give a couple of different options for what you can do in that certain spot.
Looks like Kahn's thinning this, trying to get behind the 7, but she's not getting there.
Leaves it on for Steph.
So
Sarah, your food is ready.
she's going to need a little angle on this 5 to get to the 7 in the same pocket as the 5, I believe. She didn't waste any time going to work.
Oh, she hit that really well. Nice stroke.
And with the angle she has now, which is not much angle, she could just play a stop shot and take the cut on the 7, but it looks like she's going to try to go around it. Not the best rub she could have got.
No, did not get the junior jelly roll on that shot.
I think I try to
She
cut
got the
this.
opposite.
I think I try to cut this to the bottom left.
I would agree.
And if I miss it, there's a real good chance I get safe.
With the 8 sitting where it is, I definitely agree. Go around 2 rails.
Absolutely. The only other option is duck behind the 8, and I really don't mind that either. Hit our left side of it. She chose to try to get behind the 9.
Yeah, I think that was a lower percentage on the safe shot.
It was. The 8 ball was laying pretty good for the safe there. That could be her last shot.
Absolutely. Now, is Kahn straight in on this? Even if she is, are you hitting and sticking and taking the long pot on the 8 ball?
Absolutely. She's just going to hit and stick. Well done.
Perfect.
And she does have just a little angle on this 8 where she can go forward here. Just got to get...
It looks like she's playing a little inside.
Yeah, a little inside can
Forward
help this
inside,
shot.
yeah.
Oh, she didn't get enough of the inside.
Nope, it ran out before it got there.
I would still expect her to cut this ball in up 6-2.
Oh, yeah. I don't think she's even going to try to play safe. She's afforded herself some wiggle room.
Well, she's looking at the bottom left, but I don't think that's the shot. I think the bottom right is the shot.
You're going to back cut it?
Yeah, because I don't need the rest.
Very good point.
I don't need the mechanical bridge in order to,
yeah.
to cut it into the bottom right. The way she's shooting, she probably pots this ball. Nothing but net.
Hartville.
Nice match there by Kahn. She looked impressive there.
She sure did.
Stephanie says, I never really had a good look.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think she played terrible. I really don't.
No.
A couple of missed opportunities and a couple of bad rolls and rubs, but I don't think she played bad at all. I don't think the score really reflected a true picture of what that match was.
Kahn played very impressive there.
She did.
So let's see. Ellen's going to cut this 5 in, and the cue ball is going to go towards the 9. I don't think the 9 will go in. Only one way to find out.
Is Ellen going to go for the 5 with the kick on the 9?
Oh, she just missed both. Just barely missed both.
Really nice effort.
Oh, she got the best of it, leaving the cue ball where it is.
Yeah, on the beach.
Tough
Never
shot.
a bad spot.
Tough shot for Tam here.
So with this 5 ball where it is, potting this into the top left-hand corner, knowing you're hitting this with topspin, from where I sit, it looks like she's going to be tracking right to the top right-hand corner.
I think she can miss the top right. unless she hits it too full. She's okay, and this is getting right on the 8 ball.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's what was going through her mind there, was you're tracking towards that top right hand.
I think if she got the speed correct and potted the ball in the heart, she could miss the scratch, but she really had to hit it good. Super
you had to
tough
bring
shot.
a stroke there. I don't think you could have feather lighted that one in like she tried to do there.
No,
Pocket weight.
And you weren't getting any shape on the 6.
No.
I think she had to spank it in.
Sorry, guys. There was something that was being said over the live stream, or over the microphone here in the tournament from Chris.
Yeah, it was a congratulations to Stephanie for making the money.
Ah.
And a congratulations to Con for making Sunday. Anytime
Final
you can
day.
make the final day in a 4-day tournament, you're doing something right.
Absolutely. Top 12 of 64.
Possibly even top 8 now.
It very well could be.
I feel like maybe they bring back 4 on the A side and 4 on the B side tomorrow.
I wonder. I'll go check.
Only one way to find out, he says. Amen, Martin says. Yeah, Bernie, I think pocket weight would have kept the cue ball well short of the corner, but wouldn't have afforded good shape. So I think she had to hit it fairly hard and maybe try to come around 3 rails. It was a very tough shot. Meanwhile, Tam is full ball hooked on the 6 by the 8. She's going to 1 rail this towards the left-hand side. If she can hit the right side of the ball, she may even get the cue ball behind the 8 here. She did make a great bank, and she got the worst of it. She deserved better there. Well, she's reached for the short cue here, which I like. I would much rather be jumping this. I feel like the odds of potting this ball are much better jumping than kicking. She didn't get over the ball. She did not get over the ball. Maybe the kick was the better shot. I don't know. Depends on how well you jump, I guess. Ball in hand for Ellen to take the lead here. 6 in the side, 9 in the top left. Yeah, she will indeed take a 3-2 lead here. She is being sure on this 9 ball, which I really like. A lot of players would have got down and just hit this already. She's being sure. So 3-2 Ellen in this race to 7. The final match of the day, guys. Give a quick plug to one of our major sponsors, Bob Danielson Cues, spitting out the Sweet Spot 360 low deflection shafts. Also some beautiful custom cue work. So you can check him out on Facebook. You can shoot him an email, send him a text, or give him a call. Try to get your hands on one of those SS360 low deflection shafts that you'll see myself, Grant, and Ryan playing with. Recently brought on another team member, Miss Teresa Goff. She did cue a little high on the ball, Ryan. That is correct. Little cut break there, made the one in the side. Nicely executed. But the 7 has ruined her day and got in the game, so she's going to have to play a push out here. For all you players that are unfamiliar with 9-ball, the push out rule means you can push the cue ball to any spot, and your opponent will have the option of shooting from where it is or making you shoot again. So the idea is if you leave a shot, you do not leave easy shape, or you push to where they have to play a safe. So I like what she's done here. She's left distance. The 2 is obviously potable, but how do you control the cue ball for shape? So a very smart push. No easy safe here either, so I like that Ellen's putting her back in. You know, Bernie, I wish I could tell you. I just grabbed the shaft and started playing with it. I didn't ask about specs or taper or anything like that. I'm not even sure of the diameter, to be honest. But you could shoot Mr. Robert Danielson a message. He can give you all the specs. All I know is it hits amazing.
Your food is ready from bar, Mitch.
Well, smart shot Tam attempted to play there. Not quite executed as to plan. And Bernie, when you message Mr. Robert Danielson, it would be greatly appreciated if you could tell him that we sent you. Tell him Ben Francis and Q Sports Live sent you. Goes a long way to retaining these sort of sponsorships. So now that we're down to one match, I shall attempt to give you guys a side view here. So you get a bit of a different look from what we've seen all day here. So pretty thin cut on this 3, and she's really got to control the cue ball to get on the 4, but I believe the 4 goes in the side. Goes in either side, actually. How about that for a speed control shot? Very nicely executed. So she's eyeing up to see if the 7 will pocket into the lower left. And I like that she's looking at that now, because you need to shoot the 4 to get angle on the 5, to get angle on the 6, to lead you to the 7. So you want to decide now what you're going to want to do with the 6-7. And make sure you get the angles correct on the 4 and the 5 in order to accomplish that.
We have Stephanie going to join us on the mic for the final. Just at the bar getting a drink.
Looks like Grant is back, and he's found us a guest commentator.
Absolutely.
Miss
We're going to have Stephanie come
Hefner.
sit in.
Jam Up sponsored player.
I tried to tell her to put her stuff somewhere else, but she's like, no, I'm going to go stay high and strip.
Absolutely. She's going to come sit in.
All right, guys, so I'm going to jump off, and I'm going to give Stephanie my headset, and she's going to give you her expert commentary.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys later. Enjoy. Should be a good one.
Absolutely. We'll get her rocking. Front row seats. I wear mine wrong. Now you got it. So we'll welcome Stephanie to Q Sports Live. First time
Hello.
commentator.
Yes.
Thanks for sitting in. Going to take over for Benny Franchise Francis. Appreciate
It's nice to
you
be
sitting
here.
in.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Indeed. We get to have the ladies' expert opinion.
I don't know about that, but a lady's opinion. What's the score on this match? Oh, it's 3-2.
We are on the side view, so that is the wrong one. We're at 3-2. Ellen leading.
3-2 Ellen. Okay.
Is that 9 wired?
Apparently not. I couldn't tell from the stream at all.
Yeah, sometimes our angles are a little bit tough to tell. But she does leave Tam here with the 7 ball. Roll up into the top left corner. Let's welcome Steph to the live stream, guys.
Looks like she's going forward with it.
Forward
Okay.
in.
That should work.
Maybe a little overcooked, but it shouldn't pose as any problem. She has got some fierce concentration on that ball. Really
Perfect.
nicely controlled.
Yeah.
And Ryan says welcome. Great shooting.
Thank you, Ryan.
And I have to agree. I don't think we had a quick little conversation while you were up at the bar there, and I don't think you shot bad at all in that match. I think it was a lot of rubs, maybe some fatigue setting in, but I don't think you played overall. I don't think you played bad.
I appreciate that. I'm sure I'll go back and watch it and maybe agree with you. Whenever I'm playing and I feel like I'm playing badly, it can be a little consuming. But then when I go
Absolutely.
back and watch streams, I'm
You
like,
bet.
it wasn't as bad as I was
Well, and I
feeling.
think you'll agree with us too that playing on the live stream does add another element of pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
For those that have never played on a live stream before, it is certainly that. It does add a
Yeah.
little bit of extra pressure to you, knowing that you've got people watching your game. So what do you do when you're playing on the live stream to kind of block that out?
I try to pretend it's not happening.
We're not here.
Yeah. I just try to ignore it. I've been lucky enough to be on the stream quite a few times, so it doesn't affect me like it did when it first started. And when I used to play down in the West Coast Women's Tour, my very first stream match ended up being the first of, I think, 5 or 6 in a row.
Yeah.
So my first one, I managed to win, but it wasn't pretty, and I was very nervous. And then by the 3rd or 4th one in a row, I'm like, it doesn't even matter anymore. I just started playing normal. And
Yeah, and it seems the more that you play on the live stream, the more you become accustomed to what it is
exactly.
and the pressure that you apply on yourself, because it's not us applying the pressure.
Right. Yeah.
That's all self-induced pressure. And I
Yeah.
think the more that you become accustomed to that, the easier it does get to play on the live stream. But certainly for the first time, it does get a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, definitely. I feel bad for all the ladies who are on there for the first time, especially when it gets down to when you're in the finals or you're even just making it into the top 16.
Yes.
And you're already feeling that pressure, and then having the cameras on you.
You bet.
It's unlike anything else.
Yeah. Well, and there are streams out there that not Q Sports Live, but certainly some out there that will kind of get on you a little bit.
Yeah.
We're certainly not that way. We don't want to ever be that way.
That's why I like you
We want to
guys.
come with some positivity.
Yeah.
But that's got to play a little bit too as to who are the commentators, who's the live stream company, what are they about, right? That's got to play a little bit into that, I would assume.
Yeah, I've never had anyone say anything super negative about me on streams.
For sure, they
but
can't.
Yeah. The first time I was on the stream, Emmeline Collado was commentating, and I was playing her L. And the whole time I was shooting, I just kept thinking, I just expected her to be saying, oh, she's choosing the wrong shot, or oh, wow, she played that terribly, or just all these negative things. I went back and listened, and of course she's so sweet and never said anything even remotely negative.
Right.
But it was all in my head, and so that was a really big learning experience because during the whole match, I put so much pressure on myself to not embarrass myself.
Yes.
And then I go back and watch, and I'm like, there's no reason to be even worried about that because most people know what it's like.
Yeah, and I think most commentators out there don't want to be those guys that are going to dog anybody, whether it's male, female, juniors, pros, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's got to play a little bit on the nerves a little bit.
Definitely.
But I don't think he played bad at all. The side pockets on this table in particular seemed to be very hungry. They took in a lot of cue balls.
She scratched twice in that same pocket. I think her 2
Yep.
shots in a row. That
Yep.
was strange. And I think it was this pocket down here, the one.
The lower right.
Yeah, 5 o'clock or so. That one, I think we both rattled a few balls in that one.
Yeah. Same as the top right. It was rattling out a couple balls too.
Yeah. And the other strange thing about this room is every table plays extremely differently, not just the normal back of the room, front of the room thing. Like I just come off playing on table 22. No, I'm sorry, 23, which is probably the fastest table I've ever played on.
Really?
It was incredibly fast and bucket pockets. So coming from that to this was a little bit of an adjustment. But then table 22 over there is the slowest table I've ever played on. And I went from 22 to 23 to 17. And that's why I was laughing at my lag. Because coming from that super fast table, I was expecting it just to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Nope.
Some nice things from the viewers said.
I know a few of those names. Hi, Melissa. She's another Pacific Northwest player.
Absolutely. Sorry, Pamela. Sitting with me is Stephanie, and I'm sorry I don't know your last name. Hefner. Stephanie Hefner, she was playing a match against... I have a great memory. It's just real short.
No.
That's right. So she is one of the participants in this event. This is the NAPT Division II Championships. And from what we were told, there were a bunch of either qualifiers or regional tournaments that were held, and then they sent...
Yeah, so this is the Regional Tour Championships. It's not called that anymore. I apologize. It's actually the Division II Championships. So what it is the best or the invited players from each of the North America Pool Tour sanctioned regional tours.
Right.
So I came from the Northwest Tour, and there are, oh wow, what is that?
A Phoenix Amber alert. That's interesting. That was really
Scary.
interesting.
Yeah. Was that just your phone?
That was just my phone.
Oh wow, it sounded very loud. Yeah, so I think there are, I don't remember the exact number, but a dozen or so tours all over the U.S., and then there's one in Quebec. And so typically it's each tour, I think it's about 8 invites, and they just keep sending out invites until we have 64 players.
And they did get full on 64.
Yeah.
Started with a round robin. I believe there was 8 groups of 8 ladies.
Yep, correct.
And the top 4 from each group of 8 made the final 32.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a fun tour or tournament. It's actually my favorite tournament of the year. I always try to attend it if I can.
Absolutely, you get a lot of play in.
Yeah, and I love pool so much. I'll play it until I'm falling asleep on the table. It's
you and me both.
Yeah, it's the most bang for your buck for a tournament.
Yeah. And in fact, most of the Q Sports Live guys and crew, we are all in it for pool. That's why we do it.
It shows.
Right?
Yeah.
I would have to be some crazy to do what we do and put in the hours that we do and not love pool. It has to be.
I don't know why you would do that. That'd be torture.
Yeah, it would be. But what we do is a lot of fun. We get to meet a lot of awesome people, travel around. We get to see a lot of cool pool rooms. And this, by far, the largest pool room I think I've ever walked into. The place is massive.
Insane. And it's always packed. I am so impressed with how many people are here. We were here on a Wednesday night, and I guess they had league, but still, it was from front door to back door. It was packed.
And when you have a pool hall of this size, it takes a lot of people in the room to make it look and feel busy.
Yeah.
So there are an astronomical number of people in this room.
Yeah, it's impressive. And they also have all the dart boards and dart tournaments going on. There were, I don't know how many people were here today, but they opened the doors, I think, at 8:30 a.m. And it was a party in here all day.
It really was, which added, I think, another level of absolute concentration that the ladies had to deal with today.
I felt bad for the match that was here a few hours ago when the biggest crowd was there and somebody dropped a pint glass, shattered, and then everyone shouted. And like, I hope all these ladies are at their tip top of focus. So I was watching the out. That was a nice out for. Well, I don't want to jinx her, but
we are still sitting tie ball game here. Tam at the table, shooting 7 ball to get to the 9. And that will work out.
Yeah, she hit that with confidence.
I've seen Tam play a handful of times. And very consistent.
Your food is ready at the front bar. This is your third call. Mick, your food is ready at the front bar.
And that microphone has to add another layer.
It's startling.
Yeah, especially when you're down on a 9 ball, you're trying to make that shot, stay in your focus and in your concentration, and then you hear that come over. It's got to be a little bit distracting. But she played it well.
She did. Didn't phase her at all.
We'll throw up one of our sponsors here at Q Sports Live. It is the Mike Burton home team, the Remax Realty Professionals out of Calgary, Alberta. Guys, if you are in the market for either buying or selling real estate, these are the guys to get a hold of. They are the best in the business. Not only are they real estate professionals, they also are pool players. Mike Burton and Mike Abu, you might have caught a sneak peek of them on one of the camera shots up at the WCVNEA. One of the best in the business.
Do you have a mute button on this by chance?
Sorry?
Do you have a mute button on this?
I do. Perfect.
Cool.
And so one of the things that Ben and I kind of picked out of the ladies here this weekend is the sportsmanship between these ladies. It has been phenomenal all weekend.
Yeah, I've never had, this is my, I think, 6th or 7th in a row of this type of event, and I've never seen anyone act out in any way. Given the stress and how much fierce competition there is, it's amazing that we all keep our cool.
Absolutely.
And respectful.
Well, and I think it really goes to show the character of the ladies that are in the room. I think it's something the sport needs more of.
I agree.
Not only with just the lady players, but just in general. I think sportsmanship is a really big part of our game.
I think the thing that's different about the women is that because we play on these regional tours, I don't know about all of them, but the 2 that I'm most familiar with, the one I'm currently on and my previous one, we had dress codes, we have explicit sportsmanship rules, and it gives a lot of these ladies a stage to practice.
Stage to perform, I love it.
Yeah. And
well, and it was actually one of the reasons that as Q Sports Live, why we wanted to get involved with the NAPT, because it's kind of their whole picture, their whole goal as to what they want to do in really bringing structure to our sport.
Yeah.
right from the junior programs up through ladies, men's, and right up to the pro level. And they really want to put this structure to it. And when I had my initial conversation with Adrienne, it was one of the things that really, really impressed me with where they want to go. And it's why I think we really wanted to be involved and why we're ultimately here.
That's great.
I got to give props where props are due, and NAPT, they've got it going on.
They have, a lot of heart behind the organization. I believe everyone on the board are pool players. They play in their tour, and many of them are here. If not all of them, I'm not sure, but
Absolutely.
so many hours, not unnoticed.
Yes. And you know what? The viewers notice it too. I mean, there's a couple of comments here. Martin says he prefers a dress code. I do too. When you go to some of the other tournaments, and we've certainly done some broadcasting for some of them where there's not a dress code, and you see kind of guys and ladies walk in, they're not quite dressed where it should be. I don't think we need to go to the same level as what snooker is, where you're dressed in Sunday best, but certainly collared shirts, nice pants, nice shoes. I think that will do phenomenal things for pool.
Yeah, and I kind of like it. I've never had a problem with any of the dress codes I've had to follow. For me, it's like I kind of putting on my uniform.
Absolutely. It's time to go to work.
Like these shoes I only wear when I play pool.
Yeah.
And I put them on. I'm like, okay, it's pool time. It's fancy pool time.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Time to bring it.
Yeah.
And sorry, Chris, yes, you were answered there. It is the Turtle Rack. The Turtle Rack is the official sponsor of the NAPT. That is made by Mez. Dress code is a must, says Chris. And again, I can't disagree. Right? But I don't think I want to see it get to the point where snooker is. That's for sure.
It would require a wardrobe change. I think all of us would have to go do some extensive shopping.
Absolutely.
I don't know anyone in the U.S. who has even close to that for pool playing.
And I don't think it's necessary, not to that level.
It is nice, but yeah, it's. I think what these ladies have on is sufficient.
I agree. Looking good, playing some pool, shooting well.
Representing our sport.
Yeah. So Tam back at the table, shaping this 8-ball from the 7-ball. I think the key to winning this game is going to be the shot from the 8 to the 9-ball.
Yeah. See how she likes to play it.
You know what, Steve? I don't know if it's the same as the Magic Rack, where Magic Rack did not patent their design. So you've got 20 different knockoffs of the Magic Rack. I don't know whether the Turtle Rack did the same thing or whether they do have knockoffs. I don't know whether the black one that's being used is a knockoff or an actual Turtle Rack.
I think I've only ever seen white.
Yeah, there's a black one here. I don't know whether it's a knockoff or whether they've come out with some black ones. Great shot from Tam, 8 to the 9-ball there.
That was great.
Very well done. Takes a 2-game lead over Ellen.
She's here to win.
She came to play. There are a lot of ladies that came here to play. I've been really, really impressed with the level of play.
Station to the front bar, please. Station.
Clean, comfortable, and classy. I love it, Gail. Yeah, I don't know whether that's new from Turtle Rack or from Mez, whether they've brought out a black version.
I don't know. I'll have to take a look after the match.
Or whether it was just copied.
I've used some of the black ones, but I don't remember if they were knockoffs or not.
It'll be interesting to find out whether Turtle Rack made the same mistake. I can't see that happening, being that it's made by Mez, where they didn't put a patent on it.
Yeah, I don't quote me on this, but I thought that they bought the Turtle Rack company, so I think that they had already been established. So I don't know, but I guess anybody can knock off anything if they are willing to risk it.
True enough. Whether it's legal or not, you're still going to get those out there that are going to try it. Because the claim for the Turtle Rack is because of the design of that Turtle Rack. When you break you're going to get less balls that sit on top of the rack. This is our 5th broadcast with the NAPT, and I can tell you from everything that they have claimed holds true.
Yeah, it's my favorite rack by far. Looking at Ellen's
round
face, and I
rack
know what
looks the
that
same.
feels like.
Sorry?
So I'm looking at Ellen's face, and I know what that feels like.
We have a finish over there on table 31.
And same thing with Ellen. She's been playing extremely well. But again, you know, last match of the day, I have to wonder if fatigue is starting to set in for Ellen as well.
It's got to be, and I think whether or not she knows it, it's got to be setting in it somewhat.
Look at that break that she just brought.
I'd be happy with that break.
She hit that really well. 1 to the 2, simple draw, 1 rail. Puts you onto the 2 ball. You do have to be a little bit careful on this shape with the 2 because you got to get the angle.
Yeah.
2 to the 3 is important.
She wants to be on the
From there,
underside.
if you get from the 2 to the 3, I think that's kind of your
That's your key,
game-winning
yeah.
shot. Everything else has a home. Oh, Gail just said she's Googled the turtle rack pictures. A Japanese company, amongst others, came up with different colors, white and black, etc.
Good to know.
Never used a turtle rack. You got to get you one. Amazing racks. So did she get enough angle on this 2 ball? I think
can't
she's a
quite
little on the
tell.
high side here.
Yeah, I think she'll run into the 5 ball.
Yeah, go
she
around 2
tries to
rails
go
behind the
forward.
5 and back up table.
I can't tell what the angle. I guess we'll find
Oh,
out, or you can just
look
do
at
that. Hopefully she can see the 3.
She put the stroke on it.
I like that because I can tell she's frustrated and she wants to catch up, and
Yep.
that's the kind of thing I would do. Maybe not necessarily as successfully as what she just did, but I think it's important to kind of physically snap yourself out of those.
Absolutely. Sometimes you got to kick the front door down.
Yeah.
Get down after it. So with this 3 to the bottom right-hand corner, are you going to draw into this and maybe get that 9 ball moving?
Maybe, although I kind of like maybe playing safe since there are so many blocker balls here. We'll see what she does, because I don't think she wants to do anything reckless and rattle the 3 or miss the 3.
Absolutely.
We'll see what she does, though.
Try to minimize mistakes and keep
Stay alive.
Tam off the hill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So she's
In tough
kind of
on the
50
floor
yard line,
here.
but this is a fairly straightforward safety.
She has played some really nice safeties.
Yeah, I've never seen Ellen play before this event, and I've watched her a few times now, and I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's one of the things Ben and I picked up on right away was the basic fundamentals of the ladies in the room are really, really impressive.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow. She is going all out. Kick the front door in. Here I come. And what I really like about the way that she plays, because she's made some really good shots. A 2-rail kick to the side, nice bank shot there. She does not rush into the next shot. I really
I
like
assume
that.
that's come from wisdom and experience there.
Absolutely, dropping the knowledge.
Yeah.
Grabs the extension. It looks like she has got her focus on. Two rails around for the 6.
Oh, watch
Look
out, watch out,
outside
watch out.
pocket. She got by it. A little bit close to the work, but still shouldn't pose any problem for her. Oh, Chris says he's got $50 on Ellen. The side action starts.
I like it.
That's always a nice nod, getting the side action.
Yeah.
And I can't quite tell the angle that she's got here, but I think if this was me playing this, depending on the angle, I'm either going to draw into this with some right-hand spin, check off the rail, back down table for the 8-ball into the bottom right. I don't like going tops here, only because that right-hand top corner can come into play.
I think I might just draw back to the rail and out a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's too bad. Hi.
Sean says he'll take that action.
Thank you. Getting some love. Thank you.
So we'll see if Tam can put this away and get on the hill. Yes.
Mick, your food is ready.
Overall, very impressive. So Tam taking her time on this 9-ball to get to the hill.
And 3 of us from our group stage made it to the top 16. Yeah. Yeah, not bad.
Well done. Tam puts herself on the hill.
Babino, your food is ready from
No
Ball,
troubles.
Babino.
And I'm going to throw up one of our other sponsors here on Q Sports Live. Somebody Stephanie knows well.
Oh,
Jam Up
Damien.
Apparel. Mr. Pong Panic himself. They've
I'm
got it
wearing this
all.
for him today.
Absolutely. Sporting the Jam Up. So they do have men's, they have ladies, they even have kids. Make sure you go on to jamupapparel.com. Check them out. Some of the best designs as far as I'm concerned for pool wear.
I agree. And everything is so
Comfortable.
comfortable. Yeah. I love this, the material he uses for the the hoodies and
Absolutely.
and pullovers.
Absolutely. I've been really, really impressed with the quality of what Jam Up puts out. Breathability, comfortability, it is all there. But it makes sense given that Damien is a really well-accomplished pool player of his
he's
own
not
right.
Too bad. Not too
Yeah,
bad.
he knows how to use the right end of the stick.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I just called it a stick. Y'all down here starting to influence me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a cue. It's a pool cue.
Wow, there goes the 9. Wow.
Gail pull it. The golden break at the end.
So who lost $50?
The golden break from Tam.
What a break. What a time to come with that.
No doubt. Gets onto the hill, brings out the golden break to finish the match. Talk about being well done. Well, Stephanie, thank you very much for sitting in with us on the final match.
No problem. Thank you.
For all the viewers out there, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us all day. Really, really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto the Facebook page, click that like button. Also do the same on YouTube. You can click the subscribe button there. We will be back. Sorry, guys, got Chris on the microphone again.
Oh. Can I circle my name now then?
Sorry, guys, I'm going to wait till Chris gets off the microphone here.
That's 6. 8 players left tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're still here for a table, a pool table. Listen up, because I'm about to call a bunch of names. Leroy, Chris.
Now we got somebody else on the microphone.
Andrew and Amber. I have your pool tables ready. That's Leroy, Chris, Vin, Henry, Andrew, and Amber. Come up to the front and grab your table.
And now Chris will jump back on the microphone.
Once again, play starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. It's open at 9 for the pool players. Thank everybody for, like I said, we are down to the final players in North America.
Alrighty, guys, so I believe Chris is done. So once again, thanks for hanging out with us all day. We greatly appreciate it. We are going to sign off. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Final day. Steph, once again, thanks very much for sitting in with us. We're going to sign off for tonight.
Anytime. Thank you.
Have a great evening, everybody.